Hey guys, I'm David Norton, and this is Fit Test Dummies, where we test it so you don't have to. We're working on becoming experts on mud runs. So, we're going to be going out to this mud run tomorrow. It's going to be hot. No, it's going to be freezing cold. I checked the weather report, so that's my first tip to you, is check the forecast for your event location. Don't check it in the town you're in. Check it in the town that the event is in. Makes sense, right? So tomorrow, my start time is 8:40 a.m. I didn't know that until I went online and searched for it today. And this is for tomorrow. I would have been there an extra 40 minutes early, cheating myself out of some sleep. Now, the problem was I registered with one email address, and then that email address went away. It went bye-bye. It was gone. And so, Luca, come here. So I also went online and I checked the FAQ. So the FAQ says you cannot bring your pets. So Luca, you have to stay here. I'm so sorry, but you have to stay here. So you cannot go, no, you're over here. Now, I'm thinking about taking this big cart because I have so much stuff. And my family's coming with me to support me. They're going to be there for several hours. We're going to go to the after party and drink some Dos Equis beer. Free beer, right? And I want them to be comfortable. So we're going to take this. I had planned on taking a cooler with some white wine for my wife and some stuff that wasn't beer for me because I don't like beer. But we can't take a cooler, according to the frequently asked questions. What we can take is a tarp. So I'm going to take a tarp. This is to lay out on the ground. We don't know if the ground's going to be wet from the dew from the night before or whatever, so we're going to lay the tarp down on the ground. It could also double as a changing tent for me after the event, or if I get too cold, we could wrap it around me. We're going to bring a blanket. This is one of those picnic blankets that's supposed to be waterproof on one side. They're never really waterproof on one side. So we're going to put this on top of the tarp. That's going to give a place for the kids to hang out, for my wife to hang out, and for me to hang out after the event and before the event. Bring in an extra blanket because there's a lot of people going. Now we're bringing a little tent. Probably won't need it tomorrow, but in case there's no shade, we're going to bring our own little shade tent. This isn't one of those big pop-ups that would be obnoxious. This is just a little shade tent like you would take to the beach. Post-event. Now, all that lactic acid is going to be pooled in the muscles, and the muscles are going to be really tight and really sore. The best thing you can do for your body, as we know from doing Fit Test Dummies all these years, is foam roll. So I'm going to foam roll right after the event. That's the plan anyway. Going to foam roll, see how this does. I've got another secret weapon that I may show you as well. Although it's going to be so cold tomorrow, I may not need it. It's really for cooling down your core after your body's overheated. Now, I went to the drugstore and I decided to go ahead and get little miniatures of everything. Face cleaner, a little deodorant because I'm going to stink afterwards, some 30 Sport, some body wash, very nice. Maybe I need a loofah as well. Some body wash. And then I also got some nice luxurious moisture, dry or damaged hair shampoo because I have a feeling that my hair will be dry and damaged. Now, you're probably saying, it's not good for the environment to have all these little sample sizes. Listen, the reason I'm doing this is because everybody takes one big communal shower. They just spray water at you, right? So if I have shampoo and nobody else does, somebody's going to ask for it, and I'm going to hand it to that person like a nice guy that I am. Tough Mudder's all about camaraderie. These mud runs are about camaraderie. All went through something pretty significant together. But I don't want to feel like I have to wait for them to hand it back to me. You know what I mean? I want to hand it to them, and they say, you want to? No, just give it to somebody else. Use it up and throw it away. And then I'm not worried about it. This cost me 99 cents, a couple bucks, and I look like a hero. I look like the nice guy that's helping everybody else out. I am the nice guy that wants to help everybody else out. So that's going with me. Now I also got this little package of washcloths. Oftentimes on a mud run, I get really frustrated because there's nothing clean to wipe your face with. Okay, you're trying to get mud out of your eyes or sweat out of your eyes, and there's just nothing. So I've got these little moistened washcloths, and I'm going to show you where I'm going to put those. They're going to go right. We'll see if this works. I don't know. We'll see if this works. But they're going to go right in this little zipper pocket in the back of my running shorts. So I don't usually wear these. I usually wear stretchy shorts. These are running shorts, though. They don't have any stretch. Tough Mudder, and any of these mud runs, you get mud all over your shorts. It's crazy. Your shorts start falling down. If you don't have a good drawstring, your drawstring breaks or something, you're in trouble. I mean, even women who have like really tight yoga pants on, or they're wearing tight tights, once that gets wet and muddy, it's like hanging down. It looks like draggy, drooping drawers all over the place. So tomorrow I will be wearing these shorts. They have a liner, so I don't have to wear undies with them. Yes, I just said undies. It's okay. We'll get over it. We're all big kids here. So anyway, they have a liner. So we're jumping in and out of water. There's ponds. There's this 10-foot jump into a pond. We've got the Arctic Enema, which is like the third obstacle I've heard. I've never done a Tough Mudder before, so this will be crazy. I'm going to put these in here so I don't forget at 6 a.m. I got an early start time. Now that's a tip. If you get an early start time, even if you're not an elite start time, if you get an early start time, then you're not waiting as long at the obstacles, and the course isn't necessarily so beat up. Okay? All right, so that I'm wearing tomorrow. That will not go in the wheelbarrow. So what else am I taking tomorrow? Before we get into what we're wearing. So I'm taking just an old pair of Chucks, so those don't get ruined. Since it's going to be cold tomorrow, I'm going to take a pair of jeans for the after party and a t-shirt, some clean underwear, and some clean socks. There's more sunscreen in here, and I've got my my secret weapon, 4 Advil and 2 Tylenol. I cannot recommend that you take this mini analgesic once the dentist told me to take this, and it knocked out all the pain in my entire tooth and the rest of my body, and I'm going to be taking this with me just in case I get injured tomorrow or something is hurting more than it ought to. So that's all going in there. Plastic bag. Hey, what's that for? Oh, it's for the muddy shorts and the muddy shoes, because unlike most people, I'm taking my shoes home with me. That's going in the clean clothes. All right, so that's in. I've got a camera. So we've got the camera that we're shooting on. We'll take that. We also have this little GoPro Hero camera. I have not upgraded to the Hero 3 yet. We're going to see how this does. I wish I had the chest harness for it, but I've got the head unit and I've got the wrist unit. So I'm going to decide in the morning. I'm going to talk to some experienced mudders and see what they think. I'm guessing I'm going to go with the wrist. I may go with the wrist. I may not use it at all because it may just fall off. And that's what I'm worried about, the head, is it'll fall off when we go into the water and stuff. So I'll probably put it on my wrist. It'll be nicely strapped to my wrist. I wish I had the chest harness. Maybe I'll go get it. Alright, so that's that. This is going in here with the clean clothes. Probably shouldn't put it in with the clean clothes, so I'll put it in this little pocket on the side. I got my pre-workout drink. It's already in here. I got some amino acids and some nitric oxide, C4 type stuff, that pre-workout stuff. It's probably going to wear off about an hour and a half into the race. So I'll crash about halfway through. That'll be fun. Now, it's going to be cold tomorrow, so got my little Patagonia beanie. This was swag, something I did a long time ago. I'm not so worried about losing it. I've got like 16 of these. That was swag, so that I'll be wearing in the morning. Be wearing the shorts in the morning. Probably wear some sweats over the top. I don't have those out here yet, but I'll put some sweats on over the top of my shorts. Now I'm going to use these Gorilla Grip gloves. These have like a sticky latex palm on them, and they're really cool. And I always thought, oh, why would you use those when you're working out? Because they're not really padded or anything. But these can keep your hands from getting ripped up. So I'm going to try to walk more on my hands, because a lot of the time there's rock in all that mud, right? So your elbows and your knees get all ripped up. I'm not going to try to wear pants or tights or socks or anything like that, because that's just going to get caked with mud. But I am going to wear these gloves, and I'm going to spend more time on my hands. So I'll do kind of a gator walk anytime I have to go through anything. That's the plan anyway. I've done it before with success. I've never done a race this long before, so I don't know. These are brand new Gator Grip gloves. They should not come off. The Barholics use stuff like this. Believe it or not, they use these when they're doing their pull-ups and muscle-ups. So we'll see. They could work. I'm excited to try it. I debated long and hard about what footwear to wear, and I think I'm going to go with the Vibram KSOs. Vibram, because they're Italian. These have a thicker sole, but they're super lightweight, and they have a little bit more padding on the heel. Hopefully the mud won't get down in them too much. I know it's going to. I'm going to tear up my feet. Now, I was reading on some of the message boards, a lot of them are saying to wear the socks with them, but these are like cotton socks, and I'm afraid these are going to get wet and just fill up with water. So I'm 50-50 on whether I'm going to wear the socks. I'm going to take them with me. I'm going to decide on the day. If it's really cold, I might just have to. It's going to be 41 degrees. So I don't plan on wearing a shirt on the course for very long, but it's going to be cold. So I've got this performance shirt. It's just wicking fabric. We'll see how that goes. And then I have a jacket at the start line. Hopefully there will be somebody I know and love there who I can toss this to right before I take off, so I can stay warm while I'm standing in line waiting for my wave to start, and then I can toss it to them. Or this is nice from our friends at Spry, so hopefully we won't get that all muddy and gross. So that's everything I'm planning on taking. I still need to get a couple of lawn chairs. Hey, the key with this is when you take your friends and family as a support crew and you're all excited about going and running the Tough Mudder, they might not be. This might not be their dream for them to go and sit for 4 hours on some random ranch in the middle of Central Texas and get up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning so that they can go and watch you start the race and maybe catch you on a couple of obstacles. So try to make them comfortable, you know, and buy them a burger at the event. So I'm not going for any of the crazy costumes. They've got the most this and that and the least this or that, and that's just not me anymore. I'm just going to go kind of standard and hit the race and do my best. Tough Mudder, they don't actually take your time. You don't have any sort of timing device. So you've got to time yourself if you want to know what your time is, and about a week later they'll send you an email. The Big Mudder will send you an email saying, hey, what was your time? Do you want to be considered for the World's Toughest Mudder competition? The World's Toughest Mudder, in case you don't know, that's a 24-hour competition where you do that 10 to 12 mile, 28 obstacle course as many times as you can. And that's Luca, and there's another reason she's not going. Anyway, so you do that 10 to 12 mile course as many times as you can in a 24-hour period, and they call that World's Toughest Mudder. So the way you get into that is by having a top 5% self-reported qualifying time in any of the Toughest Mudder or any of the Tough Mudder races. So tomorrow, am I going to get into the 5% of finishers in Austin? No way, man. There's triathletes. There's marathon. Of course, they probably won't go because you're more likely to get injured here, and then you wouldn't be able to do a triathlon or I don't know. Comment below if you're a triathlete who also does mud runs. I'm curious to hear. So that's it. That's me. We're going to fill this up. I'm going to get a couple of lawn chairs to put in here so that the kids and the family are all comfortable. And I wish I could bring them some wine and some cheese, but they don't allow any food or drink from the outside there. Do remember that you're going to have to pay for parking at places like this. So take some cash, because that's probably the only thing that they're allowing is cash. And yeah, that's it for me. For Fit Test Dummies, I'm David Norton, and this is Mud Run Preparation. This is a whole series that we're going to be doing. This is the prep night. So always get prepared, line all of your stuff up, have it on the front porch, ready to go. Unless you live in a bad neighborhood, then keep it right inside the front door. But if you're in a good neighborhood and you have a patio cover, go ahead and put it on the front porch, ready to go. Put it in the car, and then you don't have to think about it the next morning. You don't have to worry about it the next morning. I've got waters that I'm going to take. I was thinking about taking a solar shower, but I hear that there's not enough water in those anyway to actually get you a good bath. And it's going to be 41 degrees anyway, so we're just going to jump in the pond, I guess. It's going to be so cold. I'm so worried. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Fit Test Dummies, where we test it so you don't have to. I'm David Norton, and we'll see you next time.